feel the need.
The need for speed. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are flying at Mach 10 with an altitude of 10,000 feet for this review of Top Gun Maverick. We've seen the film, and we got some thoughts. So, Vince, I guess initial impressions, and then we'll dive deep into it. What did you think?
Top Gun Maverick is just way better than it has any right to be, Ryder. Okay, you would have asked me 6 months ago if I thought Top Gun Maverick was going to be a good movie. I say, you got to be joking my ass. This movie's going to be terrible. This movie's going to be terrible. But oh my God, was I literally on the edge of my seat the entire time, just ripping the entire way, okay? It was awesome. What did you think?
I'm right there with you, dude. I feel like there were times, I mean, I got to see it with fans, military folk. There was all kinds. It was a good crowd. So I'm right there with you. As soon as kind of that third act hit, we were there jumping. I was edge of my seat. I was almost like tearing up and then screaming in the span of like 20 seconds. It was crazy.
You and I both saw it in IMAX. That's one thing I want to touch on right away.
Yes.
Is the IMAX cameras that they shot in the planes and stuff was incredible, dude. Like the nosedives, like everything, all the tricks they're doing in air and stuff. You just like, you feel like you're in it, and the bass is like rattling the seats a little bit too. It just feels great. Like
the gravity is there. Yeah, I think there was one shot toward the end of the setup of the third act where they're all flying in unison, and you see all these jets, and you're like, how is this possible? You know what I mean? Like we've seen it before at air shows. We've seen the jets together in choreography, but to see it actually this close and how kind of both scary and beautiful it is was just, I was so shocked that we were seeing these visuals, you know. It was crazy,
dude. It just felt so new. It felt so new. And okay, we're not going to get into spoilers in this review. I think it's too new to like really jump into all the spoilers. Fresh. There's not even that much to spoil, but there are moments that you don't want to know anything about before you watch this movie. On top of the IMAX, on top of like the cool stunts and all that kind of stuff, we have a great story here, in my opinion. That's like it's just solid. I would have really thought that this was going to be like half-baked, like let's just get Tom Cruise in the air again, like let's just go for it. But no, I thought they did a great job. They really centered it around Miles Teller, like Goose's son, and I mean Maverick, teaching him through the Top Gun flight school and stuff. That's not a spoiler, that's like in the trailer and all that kind of stuff too. And dude, they have a new cast of characters that is just fantastic.
Yeah, they all had great arcs. Like they all had time to shine their own way, their own little like personal overcoming of the challenges of the flight school and the mission and the specific circumstance that they're in for this film. But off the bat, we get into this film, the nostalgia is there. You can tell that this film was made with love of aviation and with love of the original film, because you have with the score, the cinematography, and sequences that are like callback after callback, and such a devout love for the original with people that are in this film. And you know, there's so many moments that are like so touching that they didn't need to include, but they went the extra mile to do it for the fans.
Totally agree. There are some action sequences in this movie that are maybe some of the best action sequences in blockbusters for like in the last couple of years. Maybe more. I would say the entire final sequence of this movie is the best action sequence of the year, ? Maybe. I mean, there's some scenes in Batman that might come close, maybe some scenes in Northman that could come close, but I don't know, man. Top Gun Maverick is like literally on another level. There's so much care that went into so much of this. If I always have one piece of criticism about the movie though, I thought the Penny storyline, which is like the girl that he was kind of into, you know, but like over time they like separated, kind of come apart, come back together. That was a little half-baked for me, and I didn't really like care for that relationship at all. I'm very glad they didn't bring the original I forget her I
forget her name, you know, but this one was Jennifer Connelly. It was her character that's who we're talking about right now. It was like it didn't feel that forced, but it felt very jarring in the story of, I have to fill that in my head, you know, kind of put it together. But it's like it wasn't needed, but it added a little salt and pepper that I was like, okay, cool, a little spice, sure,
you know, okay. Hey, let me tell you a little standout scene for me is the double football scene. Okay, come on, all the dudes out there just absolutely shredded, sun-soaked. We got sweat rolling down everywhere, and
I'll say it right now. Tom Cruise, he's looking baddie for his age. He's looking great. He's in the best shape of his life.
Oh,
like this guy's borderline 60 years old, and he's looking better than some of those boys out there on that field. On that beach.
I'm all about it, dude. This movie, like, okay. What's another thing I want to talk about too is this opening scene. The opening scene of like, where's Maverick at right now? So
man,
they draw you. They just suck you right in. They suck you right in.
Yeah, they really like. It's a big. It's. I won't say what it is, but I feel like the fact that they included this set piece is almost top secret. Like it's one of the only things. The first person to ever do this. Like, you know, me and my dad talk about this. This stuff is like in progress of real world. Yeah. So the fact that they're putting this stuff in movies is just like, just expect something heavy when you go into this film. The first scene is like, what? You did that?
It's so cool. Another thing too is the training sequences, man. Like the whole, usually, I mean, this is how I felt in the original Top Gun. I know it's a little bit of a hot take or whatever, but I've seen it a lot of times. I love Top Gun. Top Gun in the beginning, you start so strong. You start to hit the middle, and the pacing issues of the middle of the movie it crawls, and then it shoots back up for like the final bit of the film. This movie does not let up a single time. Not even a single time. The training scenes in the middle where they're training for their whatever the big thing they have to do is in the movie. Like, I know I'm not going to spoil that or whatever. It's awesome. Every single part. There are parts in this movie, dude, where people are clapping loud. People are cheering.
Yeah. The tensions are there with each other, both like mentally as people, but also in those fighter jets of kind of what the training is, because the stakes are always high because you don't know anybody could die at any moment because that's how dangerous these missions are, right? Yeah. And we see it multiple times where it's like something bad is going to happen. How do we get out of this? Okay, maybe there's a resolution, and then something bad just keeps happening because that's just the beast of an F-18 jet. You know, it's so intense. It's very intense.
Man.
Okay, if I could say anything, it's that these cast of characters, or just the ensemble, they got a good cast of characters, and they work very well together. It's not like forced of youth or a new generation. It feels very rightly placed.
It's got the brotherhood aspects of the first movie, which is awesome. The action's at a 10. The freaking everything is just so fun. Miles Teller is also on fire in this movie. The emotional beats hit for me. Like, is it the best legacy sequel of all time?
Yeah, I'd say this is probably one of the best legacy sequels. Yeah, because it ups the stakes and it does what it can to honor the original in a way that's tasteful. And yeah, I would say best legacy sequel. That's the way you can put it.
So good.
Well, that's it for us. If you enjoyed the film and you're planning on seeing it, let us know in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going because this is going to be a film we're talking about for a while. Stay tuned for more content coming on the channel, and we'll see you very soon for another video. Have a good one, everyone.